Hey everybody, it's Marc Meyer from Digital Response Marketing Group with part 2 in my series on social media's best practices. And this was in response to a request by Ari Herzog over at ariwriter.com, who wanted me to guest post on my best practices. And so I didn't feel like writing, so I decided to do a 3-part series. Part 1 was about my experience in managing communities. And in part 2, I was going to talk about engagement and experimenting with effort. And by that, I meant that, if you sign up for a social network and you figure that just by registering and creating a persona, a username and a password, and you make appearances every once in a while and you just don't put the effort in, then you're going to get nothing back. That makes sense, right? And I see it on Twitter all the time, and I see it on Facebook, and I see it on a lot of other social networks that I'm a part of. But there was something else that came up yesterday that I really wanted to talk to you guys about, and it happened on Twitter. And I was talking to a major brand, and that should strike you as odd anyway, the fact that I was talking to a brand and not a person. That's not how it works, right? And from that, I don't know what came first, my tweet before the conversation or my tweet after the conversation. But the point is that we talk a lot about how brands need to get on Twitter, but when they do, the people behind the brand sometimes hide behind the brand. And I don't know if that's a mandate from corporate or if that's our fear to engage and have conversations. And I think that to a certain degree social media might be a little bit intimidating for some because it does draw you out, or it wants to draw you out. But I think it's important that we engage as people and not as the brand. And there's some people that really represent their brand well, but at the end of the day, there's always a face or a name associated with the brand. The brand is behind the person. The brand is not in front of the person. So that would be my takeaway for you. Because if you're hiding behind the brand, I don't know, maybe you have something to hide. It's a thought. Well, it's Follow Friday on Twitter. So I'll see everybody there. Have a great weekend. And this is Marc Meyer. Check out my blog when you get a chance at directmarketingobservations.com, and I will see you later.